if it would be covered by insurance or not.
Just send one notice of the what?
Potential claim,
Claim.
and whether it would be covered by your insurance or not, we do not know. That would have to be a separate closed session.
Let's take about 5 minutes discussion. Okay, y'all want to hop back into it? Well, I've said this before, that I feel that the town over the last several years, since the sales tax was taken away, I think that the town has used the low property tax with the leverage that gives us to get into the sales tax from the county. And you add that into the intergovernmental transfers from the state, et cetera, utilities, and also the investment income we've had. By blending all this together, we've been able to keep the tax rate low, and it has maintained the stability to the town and the town finances. And the one which, adopt the budget as the manager has proposed, as Jim
Any other comment?
Yes, of course. Just hang on a minute, let me find a paper on this pile of papers. And I have something to say. Okay. And I'm sorry that Mr. Rankin left, because he was very emotional and I was very touched by what he had to say. But I feel like there's a misconception here that if we have a tax holiday, then we can't do anything else. There's absolutely no reason why we can't do everything that's in this budget and still not charge a property tax this year. This town can afford to do that. But for some reason, I committed the cardinal sin of suggesting that we don't collect property taxes this year from the people in Summerfield. And right away, it was like, oh my God, we're not going to be able to do anything. The kids can't sing, the people can't go to the park, people can't fish. We can do everything that's in this budget and still not charge a property tax. We can well afford it. So I just want to clear that up, and unfortunately, Mr. Rankin isn't here to hear me say that, but I will tell him and his wife that if he had a choice of having all the things that are in the budget so his children could have theater and play in the park and touch a truck and everything else, and he didn't have to pay property taxes this year, what would he choose? Would he choose to have all those things and keep his money in his pocket? Or would he choose to have all those things and pay a property tax? Because as someone told me not too long ago, they never lived in a town that loved taxes like Summerfield. He said, I've lived all over the country, And this is the only town I've ever lived in where people will get up and say, oh, we love this tax. This is a great tax, you know, tax us more, we love it. I just don't understand. But I did want to say that, and I have a prepared statement, and I wasn't going to read it, but I'm going to read it now. When I suggested the one-year property tax holiday, allowing taxpayers in Summerfield to keep a small portion of their hard-earned dollars, I had no idea that I would be opening a Pandora's box of doom, gloom, and disaster from the we don't know what's on the horizon crowd. And that's exactly what I've been hearing for the past 3 weeks. That if we don't charge this property tax this year, the whole town's going to fall apart. Mr. Ray wanted to collect property tax and then give it back, so we could collect the sales tax from the county. And even after the attorney told him it was illegal, he still wanted to do it. He thought it was a great idea. Nobody said a word about it.
He didn't say that.
The attorney said it was illegal.
Did you say that?
No, Claire Carr did. Were you at that meeting?
I was at that meeting, and it wasn't said that it
She
was
said it
illegal
twice,
to
and
do
it's in the
that.
minutes. It's in the minutes, read the minutes. It's in there twice. The mayor concluded, the mayor said that it was a political thing. And I think the mayor was right. I think it is a political, it has been a political issue, but not a political issue created by me. And who's going to suffer for it? The people of Summerfield. The 14% tax decrease proposed will save an owner of a $300,000 home $20. Everybody thinks that's great. No tax would save that same person $60. Well, that's terrible, that's evil, that's no good. Because it's only $60, some people say. You know, we can, just enough to take my family out to dinner, it's only $60. Well, I want to ask you, who are we to judge what $60 or even $10 means to another person in their budget? It might not mean a whole lot to me or you or anybody else here, but it might mean a heck of a lot to some person on a fixed income that has to cut their pills in half because they can't afford to pay for their prescription medicine. It's perfectly okay to spend $1.5 million a year on ball fields that serve a small percentage of the people, and not all of them are even Summerfield residents. But it's not okay to let Summerfield taxpayers keep a few dollars in their pocket with tax relief. All of the issues that were brought up that might prevent a tax holiday have been addressed. And I'd like to quote the town manager in his budget presentation. A property tax holiday for a single year would not have a significant impact on the long-term fiscal health of the town. Here's the man that made up the budget. Those are his words. With this in mind, I want to be perfectly clear. I didn't vote for the budget last year because I thought it could have and should have been lower. And I won't vote for the budget this year if it has anything but a zero tax rate. And I repeat again, we can have everything in this budget and not collect a dime in Summerfield property taxes for 1 year. I'm finished.
Ms. Flower, we were put in this position to make decisions like this.
I know.
And I for one, would like to propose that we accept the budget as presented.
Or make a motion, is that a form of a motion? or what?
Yes, I'll make a motion.
I would second that if he'll make an amendment to the resolution.
What is that?
Make an amendment to accept the 2009-2010 fiscal year operating budget presented by the town manager with the addition added to the Board of Adjustment, $600 for training plus $500 for per diem for a total of $1,100.
Don't have any problem.